My family called me going nowhere at my brother's promotion party. I smiled, lifted my glass, and said one sentence that killed the room. A year later, that same brother got walked out of his office with a box because of work he stole from me. He was the golden boy. New suit, new house, 50 people packed into his living room, clapping like he'd invented success. My mom beamed. My dad looked proud in that tight, silent way. My brother thanked his wife, their kid, his colleagues, then turned straight to me. "This is my brother," he said, grinning. "No degree, no future. Still leaning on the family for everything. But we love him anyway." Everyone laughed. Loud, comfortable, like I was the punchline they'd all been waiting for. I raised the cheap champagne they handed me at the door. "Cheers," I said. "This is the last time any of you will see me." Then I did it in slow motion. First, the laughter clipped off mid-breath. Then my mom's smile slid, like it broke. Next, my brother blinked, still holding his flute. After that, 50 faces turned stiff and quiet. Then I set my glass down, gentle as a threat, and I walked out while nobody moved. My mom called after me. I didn't turn. I got into my rusted Civic and drove off into the cold, phone buzzing with texts I never answered. What they didn't know was I'd already bled for them. When my dad had a cardiac scare, the family accounting business started collapsing. My mom begged me to take one semester off college to help. I did. One semester became two. I worked 3 jobs, slept 5 hours a night, and watched my brother finish his fancy MBA on a live stream while I chewed a stale protein bar behind a retail register. They promised I'd go back. The promise expired. The expectation that I'd keep sacrificing didn't. I clawed my way into design anyway. Cheap apartment, sirens every night, tutorials until my eyes burned, tiny freelance gigs for people who paid late and complained early. When I posted my work online, my mom called it playing on the computer. My dad asked when I'd get a real job. My brother barely looked up from his corporate updates. Then my brother called. "Hey, I need a favor. My firm needs slides for a big healthcare pitch. I'll pay you." I should have said no. I didn't. I spent 40 hours building a full pitch deck, custom graphics, motion, the whole visual system. He sent me $500 with a lifesaver note and went right back to treating me like dead weight. 2 months later, after that party, an unknown number called. "Is this James? I'm the senior creative director at a major agency. I found your portfolio. The healthcare deck is exceptional. I want to hire you. 75 grand, benefits, relocation." I thought it was a scam until the offer hit my inbox. It was real. And the healthcare deck he praised, the one I designed for my brother. I moved. I worked like my life depended on it, because it did. Not one person in my family called when I left. No apology, no good luck, just silence. I stopped being their favorite joke and became an inconvenience they could ignore. Promotions came fast. Awards, real money, real respect. Then a coworker showed me something that made my stomach drop. My exact deck with my brother's name stamped on it. His company had been praising his creative initiative. He'd used my work to win that promotion. He'd built his shiny story on my files. I called my lawyer friend. He said, "You've got a strong case. Send it to their legal and HR." So I waited. Not because I was scared, because my mom suddenly wanted me back for family appearances. She invited me to my nephew's birthday like nothing happened, then told me to cancel my biggest client pitch. I didn't. I closed a multi-million-dollar contract that morning instead. That afternoon, my mom called to scold me for embarrassing them. So I sent the letter. The consulting firm investigated fast. File metadata didn't lie. A week later, my brother got fired and escorted out. His wife screamed at me that I'd ruined their lives. I told her he ruined it when he stole my work. My parents demanded I fix it, like I was still the family tool. They finally begged me to come to dinner. My brother sat there looking smaller than I'd ever seen him. He admitted it all. Jealousy, theft, the party. My parents apologized too, late and trembling. I listened. I nodded. And I left the consequences exactly where he put them. If you were me, would you forgive and move on, or let the truth burn the mask off for good?